What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel, check out the content. And with that being said, I'm going to speak on the situation that's going on with Vivica Fox, right? And you may have seen like the pictures of Vivica A Fox that's going around with her, and it looks like she had a BBL, one of those. I don't know like what all that operation entails, but you can just look at the picture and it seems like her legs are real skinny, and then like her backside comes out, and it just look awkward, right? And it don't look like it's like it makes her look like disproportionate. And so I wanted to comment on that and just say that at 60 years old, I don't, like at 60 years old, it just seems like she would be at a point in her life where like it's aesthetics and looks really don't mean to, they don't hold that type of importance to her, at least not to the point where as though she felt like she needed to get a BBL. Now, maybe she don't have a BBL and maybe she just have like some padding or something back there. That could be the case, and in my opinion, that's probably the situation where as though she has some padding. Cause I know I was out at a cookout a few years ago and I seen a young, well, she wasn't young. I seen a lady who did the same thing. She had like pads in her pants and she had on white pants. And it was kind of embarrassing for her because the pads was like uneven. Like one pad was up higher than the other pad. And so we was looking at, it was kind of embarrassing for her and we was laughing and stuff like that. And it make it look like she have on a Depend. But I think just like I thought with that, the woman who was at our cookout, and I think like having a having a nice shape or having a big backside, I mean, it shouldn't be, I don't know why that would be important. It seems like at that age, you should be leaning into the fact that you are a mature person, a person with wisdom, and really just accepting the fact that like you're getting older. And I think that, in my opinion, I think that's more respectable. I think it's more appropriate. And when you have older women who just lean into the fact that they are getting older and they have something to offer the younger women, like she's not able to, in my opinion, Vivica Fox, to set an example. She's more so competing with these younger women when she do stuff like that. And it also shows that there is a lack of growth there. If she's still doing the things that she did, she's doing the things that she at 60 that she's done at 20 and 25, then there's not a lot of growth there, and like, as far as the younger generations coming behind her, like what kind of example does that set? Who can they turn to when the older generation feel like, they need to keep their youth and fight for their youth, when sometimes, like growing out of certain situations, you will want to mature and get better, and just lean into that part of it. It's almost like an athlete or not even an athlete, a man, right? You have to, as a man, you want to get smarter and not really depend on what you can do physically, like your physical ability, like how strong you are, stuff like that. Because quite naturally, as men get older, we're not as strong, physically as we are, when we're younger. So if we don't learn how to work smarter and not harder, then we do ourselves a disservice as we get older, because we will not be able to compete with somebody who is 20 and into their mid-20s and 30s and stuff like that. When you're in your 50s, most of the time, even if you work out and you stay in shape as a man, you still won't have that natural strength that somebody have when they are, in their younger years. And so by that time, though, you would think that you would have some wisdom, and you'll be in a position where as though you can work harder and not smarter. It's just like with athletes. You have to, at your peak, you want to be, for instance, like a basketball player or even football players, like they peak physically like around in their late 20s, right? And so in your late 20s, that's when you are at your physical peak in your 20s, like 26, 27, 28, 29. But also during that time, you want to have enough knowledge to go along with that physical strength, whereas though you can maximize your effort, right? So it's not just about what you can do physically. You want to be able to maximize your effort with combining your strength and your knowledge. And so I don't, so with Vivica Fox, I just don't see like the maturity there. I don't see the wisdom there. It's cool, people want to look their best and stuff like that, and they want to dress appropriate for their age, and also appropriate for the type of occasion or the function that you're attending. That's cool, you want to be there. But I don't see a lot of these women now in society, like as they get older, I don't see them just like leaning into the fact that like getting older is something that people should look forward to. That is something that you should embrace. I also think that if you do the right things when you're younger, then by the time you get older, you won't even want to compete with somebody that's in their 20s or somebody that's in their 30s. Like at 60 years old, if Vivica Fox had made all the right decisions, or better decisions, I should say, when she was 20, she would not even want to compete with somebody 40 years younger than her, and so she wouldn't feel the need to get a BBL, or she wouldn't feel the need to wear like pads and stuff in her pants and stuff like that. So it just really just shows a lack of growth. And when she she was on someone's show, and she said that she was looking for a man, right? And she, joked and said she was accepting applications. But then you have to wonder, she would have to wonder as a woman, like, what is she not doing right? Like, why is she not being able to attract a man? And so, but they never look inward. They always look outward, especially these older women. They'll say that, well, ain't no good men out here. It's hard to find a good man. And they never accept the fact that, the common denominator is them, and so, like I think there's almost like, there's probably a little bit more than 8 billion people on this earth. And you mean to tell me you can't find one person that that you would like to, that you could be with, one person out of, like 4 billion? That's just, it don't make no sense. That's a reflection of you, And so, yeah, when I saw Vivica Fox and I saw that picture of her, she looked like she had they said she had a BBL. I can't be sure, whether it's a BBL or pads. I would think that at her age, she wouldn't risk, going through the problem of taking that type of surgery. They say those BBL surgeries are, they can be dangerous. So, but yeah, I'd be glad when women, or just people in general, women and men, just just lean into the fact and feel blessed that you're getting older, and along the way, just try to soak up as many of life lessons as you can. And it's just crazy what people just refuse to get old. And everybody, she just want to like I said, compete with these young women. and you can do it. Everybody know you 60, you 60. And it's a difference between a 60-year-old and someone that's 20, and really, like I said, she should really have an advantage because it should be about wisdom at this point in time. She could, it's good to take care of yourself and you want to look good, but then you should be able to have wisdom and beauty. And it's a certain kind of beauty that comes with maturity too. So, but she's making mistakes in her 60s just like she did in her 20s, and the mistakes that at this point in her life that she really don't even need to make. So no reason for a 60-year-old woman to have a BBL or be sticking pads down her pants to make her look like she got some junk in the trunk. So that's just some funny stuff. But that's my take on the situation. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.